It's your girl, Sophie Soph, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to kickstart Week of Hell Part 1. This is going to be one hell of a week, pun intended. And we're starting off with live match preview ahead of the, you know, big potential sacrificial Tuesday as we're taking on Bayern Munich at home at Old Trafford, supposedly theater or dreams, or as some of the other teams that we've of course seen, such as FC Copenhagen and Galatasaray, saying, theater of nightmares or welcome to hell. All of that will be happening most likely tomorrow, as we'll probably potentially get slapped, spanked, hit, thrown, burnt, and all of that by Bayern Munich. But hey, we are alive so far, and we'll talk about that before. So we'll definitely talk more so about some news about players potentially leaving, either during the season or by the end of the season. A couple of players set to leave. Whether or not that'll be happening will be yet to be seen, I should say. Before we fully dive into all that, make sure that you, of course, give this video here a what? Big thumbs up, because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for more people to see. Subscribe as well, because we are on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen. Feel free to also join the SFT community, the membership. I will be updating the membership perks to make it a bit more, what should I say? Better, basically. So we'll do that more so probably during the holidays for sure. But for now, the link is in the description box if you do want to join. Another way to support the channel. Shall we? Okay. So let me say hi to the people here. Schlot says it will be a week of joy for United. They will destroy Bayern and Liverpool. The thing is, though, I see what you're doing, Schlot. You're building us up. You're building me up to then crush me while I'm down. I see you, and you know what? It's not working. I tried to be a little bit giddy prior to that not the Bayern game, prior to the Bournemouth game. After the Chelsea win, I was getting giddy. Nah, we ain't getting giddy. We're getting real. We're not gonna sit here and be joyful. We're not gonna sit here and be cheerful. We're not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be real. Like technically, I'm always real. We don't be lying over here. No, not at all. As I sip on my Christmas soda, big up to Brush and smack that like pew 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 pew. Hope you're doing well, bro. Big up to Lewis. Big up to Ravi. Shell says, nah, I'm not that person. Nah, dot, dot, dot. I'm not that person. Of course you're not. You're not at all.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Of course you're not. Of course. I just want to exactly. You are that person. You want to build me up, to build me, to knock me down. You know what? I'm not going to stand for that, Schnutz. I'm not. I'm not. But either way, before we start to talk about the actual game, there are some news. So I want to give a credit to UTD District. I definitely have like a couple of Man United type of Twitter channels that I do like to get like some of my news from, either like team news or I should say stuff in general, like news in regards to Man United. So they did wrote an article earlier with the likes of Manchester United that are open to selling 5 players in January, according to the Manchester Evening News, as Eric Ten Hag's club tries to raise funds for further incomings in the summer. One of whom is Casemiro, who now I'm hearing wants to join Bayern Munich, with Eric Ten Hag also being open for offers for the player, according to reports. It says that all of Anthony Martial, Rafa Varane, Casemiro, Donny van de Beek, and Jadon Sancho are all available for transfer. Although it's also stressed that Ten Hag is not willing to sanction any transfer that could weaken his squad. Interesting. So we'll see. Casemiro in particular is said to now be eyeing up a move away, with Bayern Munich being his preferred destination. And this is according to Brazilian journalist Jorge Nicola, who has claimed on YouTube that Casemiro feels a big desire to play for the German club. Nicola also adds that there are talks for the midfielder to join in the summer. Imagine that. I think that would be a very good signing for Bayern Munich, but I do want Casemiro to stay. I know that a lot of people, maybe within the fan base, have completely written him off. I still think he will definitely come good at least one more season. Also, would love to still keep Varane. I think the way Varane has kind of, in a way, been completely iced out last few weeks has been not what I foresaw it to be, and been very unfortunate, if I may say so myself. So that one, hey, uh, we'll have to wait and see. Bayern Munich are due to play, obviously, tomorrow on Tuesday evening in the Champions League, with Ten Hag needing a win from the players in order to have any chance of qualifying for the knockout stage. So the thing is, we don't always, not always, I should say, we in this particular incident, the if with us now moving on to the actual game for tomorrow, we need to win, but we can't solely, unfortunately, at this stage, because we have literally, sorry for my language, fucked it up for ourselves. Mathematically, we can still go through, but we have to rely on ourselves to win. But also, we have to rely on Galatasaray and FC Copenhagen to draw between each other. That's what we need to rely on. Both of the games are set to be played tomorrow. I think um, so we're obviously playing Bayern Munich at Old Trafford. The other game that's going to be FC Copenhagen versus Galatasaray. That could, to be honest, that could be a draw. You never know. It was a draw when they first played each other. Obviously a few months ago. Um, at Galatasaray's ground, where Galatasaray were up by 2 goals. No, it was actually no, my bad. That was Copenhagen that was up with 2 goals, and then Galatasaray came back and made it 2-2. So that could happen. The thing is, though, would we win? That is the question. Probably not. The thing is, I was, I remember prior to the Bournemouth game, I was thinking, you know what? We could win 2-1. We could win. But now, since, okay, the way we were slapped, we lost to Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth has never won, okay, away at Old Trafford. They've never done. So that's another record that has been broken by Ten Hag this season. Y'all know how I felt after the match reaction. I feel kind of defeated. I feel very much mentally drained. I, for one, am thinking we probably most likely need to move on at this stage. But we do need to get the actual, new people in, to come in. But not that I'm fully convinced. Like, okay, what are you able to do with 25%? We'll have to wait and see. But either way, something needs to change, something needs to give. Regardless. Um, so I was hopeful, maybe thinking maybe we could do something. The problem is Bayern Munich got themselves spanked, completely humiliated by Frankfurt. 5-1, I believe that game ended, away to Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. Um, it ain't looking too good. I mean, Thomas Tuchel, I still am. I remember when he first got appointed, I was like, okay, in my opinion, seemed to probably be right, because I felt like that was a weird decision with how quickly they got rid of Nagelsmann when he didn't. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Like, I think probably a lot of Bayern Munich fans would be like, I'd rather have Nagelsmann come back. I'd rather still be with that plan than what they're doing right now, because they're in jeopardy, and maybe they might miss out to winning Bundesliga. You never know with the Champions League. Obviously, they still, they've gone through. They're top of the group. So more so, this game is more about the actual, you know, pride at stake. You can't have another game that you lose. They would want to show up. And Harry Kane also said it himself. Hey, we didn't show up in that game, but we'll definitely make a statement. We'll show up for the game at Old Trafford tomorrow. So they know. They'll be up for it. Will we be up for it? I don't know. I don't know. We lost 4-3 at Bayern Munich, so we're able to score. The thing is, in Champions League, we'll showcase that we can score goals in the Champions League. The problem is a lot of those goals doesn't show for anything whatsoever. That is the one thing that is very unfortunate. Um, but hey, we have to wait and see. When it comes to the actual team news, and I see you by the way, Lewis. Big up to you. Big up to KFC Delivery, Man City fan. How are you doing, brother? Are you okay? Are you good? Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. I'm telling you, hope you're doing well. And you said, and you're shit, and you know it. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, I know you're referring to the team, of course, but we get it. We're shit, and I know it. We are shit. You are right. We are shit, and we know it. Hmm, we are shit, and more than you can believe, we know it. So let's move on to the team news. So Lindelöf is potentially now at doubt after missing the last match versus Bournemouth, but he was still spotted in training afterwards. So they will be assessing whether or not he'll be available to play tomorrow. But I don't. To be honest, you'll see obviously very shortly how I have predicted the starting lineup, and I don't think he'll be starting regardless. There were also mentions of no Martial and Rashford. They were not spotted in training. So I do wonder. Hmm. There were of course also talks with. I mean, obviously Martial's contract is due to run out next year, 2024. So it'll expire, and there were talks of maybe trying to potentially extend it. But I was hearing earlier today that they've come to the conclusion that that won't be happening, which I think probably is a smart thing because me and Marcel and Luke Shaw. I know I keep saying hey, we all 28. We'll be 29 next year. We ain't getting any younger. I'll be 29 in 2 months. We ain't getting any younger. It's the last year of our 20s. We ain't getting any younger. And for them in footballing years, pushing 30, yeah, I mean, if you haven't fully kicked on by then it doesn't mean that he can't kick on and shine another place. But I do feel like we definitely, he's been here for too many years. We haven't been able to develop him, unfortunately. The same goes with a lot of different players at Manchester United, whether they came in very young, such as um, Martial and Luke Shaw, or that they've been in the academy as well, like other players such as Rashford and McTominay. We haven't been able to develop players, which is sad, but it is the truth. So I think he has definitely wasted a lot of his career here. But once again, it doesn't mean that you can galvanize that and that you can't end it on a good term. you know, there could still be opportunities other places, but it will probably be the best for him to leave. Whether it be in January if we get an offer, or whether it be in what should I say in June by the end of this season, then hey, we have to wait and see. But he probably should be leaving, is what I'm saying. Ahmad and Van de Beek are not eligible to play. So I believe with Donny, I think it has to be due to him not being registered to play for the Champions League. Remember when they came out with like a full on squad? He was not a part of it. And I don't think Ahmad was as well. So they will not be available. Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez has both returned to training. But of course, this fixture will be a bit too soon for them. They'll not be there. Ooh, I see a bet here. Okay. I'll get to the bet slots. Ooh, spicy. We're gonna do another bet slot. mm. Say less, Schlotz, say less. Keep getting the likes up, everybody. Malasia, of course, and Christian Eriksen, as well as Mason Mount, have also been absent due to injury. Now, before we get into the Bayern team news and the rest of their traveling squad, I do want to read some comments here. 1-0 Bayern, you say. United isn't shit. I see the potential. They will come good. Hush. 3-1 United tomorrow. We'll see about that. I see an improvement against Liverpool, maybe not 7-6. You shush. Ah, okay. McTominay alone will destroy us and Bayern. Even Man United, no, they're not beating Liverpool and Sofia. I mean, I'm not going to focus on the Liverpool game until, like I said, there's some guys. There is the reason why the title says "Week of Hell" Part One. This is Part One. I'm not focusing on Part Two until Friday. I already got, guys. The schedule is already out on the community tab. Make sure you guys are subscribed so that you guys do see when I have the next content coming up. We got live match reaction straight after the game. I will probably have a horrible rant. I will be red. There might be nose. It will be carnage. And then part two will then be, of course, in regards to the Liverpool game. We're not focusing on that. Part one, then part two. I okay. So you're saying, wait, you're saying wait, what is your bet? You're saying McTominay alone will destroy us in Bayern. I can bet my hair on it. Let's do it. Okay. So you're saying that you will shave your hair off again because we had this bet before. Was that a year ago now or might have been a year ago now. Regardless. So basically, your bet, if we can just summarize this, let me know if I'm wrong or not. So your bet, Schloss, is that Man United will win against Bayern and Liverpool. Is that your bet? Is that your bet? Or they're not going to do it? Because I'm not shaving off my hair. You're betting. I ain't doing it. I don't bet. I will be afraid of Aston Villa, then Bayern, Liverpool. My God, yes, that's okay. Okay, we will be there. Who are you playing, Bayern? I mean, we're. I mean, it says that on the title. Yes, we are playing Bayern. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Bayern Munich tomorrow, Tuesday. You might win. The thing is, though, a draw doesn't happen. This is expensive jinx. Oh my! Of course it is. Okay, so when it comes to Bayern team, is Thomas Tuchel obviously they've taken a 19-man squad to Manchester without key forward Serge Gnabry, who picked up an injury in the 5-1 defeat to Eintracht Frankfurt at the weekend. Keeper Svein Ulrich and centre back Mathis de Ligt are also both absent. Um, when it comes to the guys in general, like the whole full squad, so we have Neuer back. I don't know whether has Neuer been starting. Did Neuer play in that game where they? Oh, he's finally back now. But did he play in the game where they lost? Did he? Let me double check here. Neuer, Bundesliga. Hello. Why? Wait, was that not yesterday? Wait, it might have been Saturday. Yeah, okay, here it is. Let me double check. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it was no. Dang, Neuer held five. Yeah. Okay, so we have Neuer, Daniel Perez as the goalkeepers. Defenders, you have Upamecano, Upamecano. Like, oh, I love. I cannot say Upamecano without singing the Veggie Dream song. I love it. Kim Min Jae, Alfonso Davis, Rafael Guerreiro, Mazraoui, Franz Kratzik. And then in midfield, you have Joshua Kimmich, Leon Goretzka, Konrad Leimer, Jamal Musiala, Alexander Pavlovic. And then when it comes to the forwards, you got Harry Kane, Leroy Sané, Kingsley Coman, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, Thomas Müller, and Mathis Tell. Interesting. Okay. Technically, tomorrow we can also, so obviously, scenario there's three different scenarios. One scenario, the first scenario, which would of course be the one that I want the most, is winning and then obviously winning against Bayern Munich, and then for Galatasaray, FC Copenhagen and Galatasaray to draw. Hello, Luke. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up. Eyeshadow still popping, friend. Yes, get it. Okay, and then That's the first one. Because if that happens, if we win and the other two teams in the group draw their game, then we will be second in our group, and then we'll be able to go through to the round of 16 in the Champions League. If not, another scenario would then be potentially still be able to finish third, but then get dropped straight into the Europa League, which I'm not gonna lie, I really like having breaks on Thursdays. Y'all see my schedule. I don't really be making content like that on Thursday. I don't want to do Europa League football again. I personally don't want to. There's something else with already being in the competition, then you take it maybe a bit more seriously. I don't know. But if you have to drop down, then I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. So that's the other scenario. And the third scenario, of course, will then be finish bottom of the group and not be in Europe at all. You don't get into conference league or anything like that. You just don't be in Europe at all. So that is the other outcome. I don't want you in the Europa League. You could kick out Liverpool, and then I have to hide from you're shush. The thing is, though, I still am. Whenever I talk about Europa League, I still am getting. This might be karma from the video where I made fun of Liverpool for playing Europa League, and be like, oh, I had Europa League background, then I had Trent Arnold, and then I was singing the Europa League song to make fun of Liverpool, and that YouTube short got so many views. A lot of people still are commenting now. Somebody earlier today was commented woman. I'm like, okay, or women, they said. I'm like, okay, you can't take a joke. You have to be a sexist pig. Interesting, interesting indeed. Regardless, though, I digress. So if we do get into Europa League, then obviously I have to make a video YouTube shorts about making fun of Man United because I gotta hold that. But hopefully that will not be the case. So let's move forward to, of course, my um, lineup, my predicted lineup starting 11 for tomorrow. By the way, we are also live on Facebook and Twitch. So, hello, Facebook, and hello, Twitch. Make sure you guys follow there as well. It is Sofia's Football Talk on all of those platforms, except for Twitter. It's just Sofia's Football, which it says up here. But yeah, let me get here. There we go. So this is my starting 11. This is what I'm predicting Ten Hag potentially could do, but I could be wrong. So basically, the back four, it's very much the same. It's not like I'm saying I want this to be the case, but I'm just saying I think he will probably do this. So now obviously still in goal. Dallo as the right back. Dallo, when it comes to defensively, sometimes he's just and Luke Shaw, he really was a shadow of himself in the last game. So I don't know. We have to wait and see. Regulon, Maguire caught life by that because he messed. He was good overall, but then he messed up at the end to technically make it 4-0. But luckily was a handball by the goal scorer for Bournemouth. So technically the goal wasn't given, but he was lucky because that in itself was his fault. But yeah, regardless, and then we in midfield, I really do want to see a midfield of Kobe Mano and Amrabat. Whether or not we'll see that, I don't know. And then Bruno, the thing is, I personally would have liked to just have Bruno on the bench. I don't even because we're not gonna have him for the Liverpool games. I'm like, why not just I don't know. But the thing is, I know Tenak, he will play him, and technically he probably will still play McTominay. The fact that McTominay is for a couple of games now, he still be, even though he's been shot, if he doesn't score, he doesn't offer anything. He offers nothing when he doesn't score or assist. It's the truth. In a midfield, you might as well just give the ball. You might as well just be like, you know what? Here's the football on a silver platter. Come and get it. Because Scott McTominay, he's not gonna call for the ball. He's just gonna let you have it. And when there's opportunity for us in transition in the opposition box, then hey, he'll be there. But when it comes to defending, tracking back, he ain't gonna be there. Do not think you're going to rely on that dude because he will not show up whatsoever. No hermano, no bueno. Mm-mm, not at all. But regardless, And I think to me, Amrabat obviously had an incredible game against Chelsea. I still felt like he actually looked pretty decent against Bournemouth, in my opinion. It was more so like that midfield, just in general, really click like that alongside, what should I say? Um, McTominay. It didn't really work, but it doesn't mean that he can't work. You know what I'm saying? With Kobe Mano. I think it can work. So we have to wait and see. Garnacho, I do think he still deserves to play on the left hand side. I think maybe it looks to be that Rashford just is like, I don't know if he's now completely out of it or he's slowly, or Ten Hag is slowly going to bring him in. But this is going to be the week where after this week, Ten Hag probably will be sacked. This is the final week for 100%. He's sacking himself. So this is the week where I'm saying week of hell part one. And then, okay, so this is going to be a shambles tomorrow. And then come Sunday against Liverpool at Anfield, it'll be the final dagger in the heart, nail in the coffin, boom, boom, it's done. It's going to be done. Anthony probably will be starting again. Needs to, of course, once again work on his output, but has been looking a little bit better regardless. Um, but he does need to work on it. Hojlund, Hojlund, he is still one of the top goal scorers in the Champions League. So we know the kid can score goals. We just haven't been able to see it in the Prem. I mean, obviously now we're gonna get the last Champions League game, which probably technically could be the last Champions League game for Man United in a while. The way we're moving, so I'm gonna enjoy hearing the champions for the last time because it will be a while until if we get outside of the top, you know, four, maybe even the top five, we ain't hearing it that. So I'm gonna miss it. I love hearing it. The champions. Ah, it is what it is. But regardless, Halen though, I did say, and this is not me changing my opinion because I did say this at the beginning. I said I do think it's a lot of money to spend on a potential, but you know, I said I will be okay with having Hojlund, but I can't have Hojlund be the number one striker. I was thinking we need to have Hojlund learn off of somebody like a Harry Kane or somebody else, whether it be more of a seasoned striker, somebody that's been there, done that, but somebody. It can't be Hojlund alongside Martial being there, because honestly, like we're doing right now, that ain't getting us very far. And I feel like it hasn't really formed a proper relationship, like Bruno with Hojlund or some of the others as well. It, McTominay basically is our top goal scorer right now this season. So I don't know. And Hojlund often likes more the ball to feet rather than heading the ball in. So at least from what I've seen, so it'll definitely be. I I do think we are struggling once again. And this is what I wanted us to work on this season, scoring more goals. We're scoring less goals. We're conceding more goals with us having such a good defense last season. So we literally we have regressed. We have gone backwards, which is of course very unfortunate. Um, so yeah, but this is the predicted lineup for tomorrow. I could be completely wrong. I would love to see this midfield of Kobe Mano and Amrabat together. I hope that could be the case. Whether or not that happens will be another case, but I hope it will be the case. Is all I'm gonna say. And I do think Garnacho deserves to still keep his spot because he has, obviously look a little bit rusty against Bournemouth, but shows way more fight than Rashford in my opinion. Yeah, I did say it. I think Rashford, like if PSG wants to come in and collect you know, they do want to come in, let's collect the money, pure profit. Like why? Come on, like what does he have to be the face of Manchester United? Like really? you know Big up to him what he does off the field. I'm not gonna say anything and discredit that because I love how he's used his platform to help so many kids in need and families in need around the UK. I respect that 100%. I respect that. Um, but as a football player for Manchester United, I just think the guy now is 26. He's not a young little boy anymore. He's a grown ass man. Okay, mid latter stages. Technically, 26. That's the latter stages of your 20s, to be honest. So, you know. You grown, man. You grown. Okay, you're supposed to be in the peak. You're supposed to be literally at the highs of your career. More so like this is going to be okay. This is where you're going to show up. This is going to be your prime. But hey, maybe somewhere else. But I do think at this point at Man United, I think we have to move on. Whether or not that'll be the case is another story. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know your score prediction down below before I give you mine and before we slowly wrap up this live match reaction. I mean, Schloss says Everton is here to stay. I bet my hair again on it that Everton won't be sacked this year. You bet. Yo, Schloss after this week, he 100% after this week is getting sacked. There's no way. The thing is though, if we get completely slapped, humiliated by Bayern tomorrow, and then Liverpool on Sunday, he has to surely. Because at that point, you're sacking yourself, brother. Like, come on. If you want to bet your hair on it, we can do that. Let's bet. Let's do it. That lineup is sick in a bad way. I mean, this is their options. This is what we need to do. Rashford needs to realize he's not untouchable. Yep. If that's the lineup, then United really, then you're saying we'll win 2-1. We'll have to wait and see. You want to know what I'm thinking? So, my prediction before, like I said, before the Bournemouth game and before I heard about Bayern losing 5-1, then my prediction was 2-1 to Man United. Now, on the other hand, with all the new info, I'm not gonna lie, I do think we lose this. I hate predicting that we're gonna lose, but I have to be honest. I think it's just gonna be a bit too late with the mentality. It's just too much happening. The thing is though, they could show up, but it could be a bit too late. We could win, we could draw. The thing is we had to win, so we've done our part and then hoping that they draw in the other like imagine if that even happens. Oh my god. If that happens, I that would be insane if that happens, but I doubt it. So my prediction: 4-2 Bayern Munich. Yeah, I'm gonna say 4-2 Bayern Munich. They would want to show up after getting humiliated once again by Frankfurt. If that wasn't the case, then I would have been like, okay, I think we'll no, 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 no. They wanna they wanna show. It's more so, fighting for the pride. That's what it's about. So I have to be honest. I think we'll lose 4-2. We'll lose 4-2. I think we'll score. I do think we'll score too. Just because we do be scoring. I don't know how, but in Champions League we do be scoring. We do. I think it's just once where we scored 1-0 and then we won that game. All of the other games where we either lose or draw by basically 2 or 3 goals. So we do be scoring, but I do have to be honest. United fans are telling me that you have to overcome the cycle. He won't be sacked, luckily. Okay. Ozan says, Soph, do you want to come down to Europa League with us? No, no. I've told you this before, and I'm telling everybody again. I love having breaks on Thursday. Thursday, I go to work. After I come home from work, I chill. I can look at, you know, I be able to watch, like some of the Norwegian teams here playing in the Europa League or Conference League. I watch that. I watch like, okay, what are Brighton doing? Okay, what are Aston Villa doing in the Conference League? Oh, what are Brighton doing in the Europa League? Okay, let's let the Liverpool be in there. Let's mock them a little bit. That's what I'm doing, and I'm chilling. I don't have any commitments. Thursday night, I take breaks. If I want to do a show, I can, but I don't have to. Y'all, I do not want to be back in Europa League again because if that's the case, then I know I have to then be able to do match previews ahead of that. I have to do live match reaction, and some of those Thursday games are early, guys. They're early, and I won't be able to catch them. I'll miss the first 15, 20, 30 minutes because I'm at work. Guys, I don't. Guys, come on. Either we go through or we finish bottom. There's no in between. I do not want to get in Europa League. Either finish second, or you finish bottom. And it's shameless, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Okay? We're not doing it. I'm not having it. Hello, Leon. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Sofia was in the Stratford end on Saturday, still in shock at what I saw. Dark and stormy in Manchester. Best part of the day was Christmas shopping afterwards. Hey, I hear you. I mean, after that game, obviously I didn't go to the game, but I was here. And after that game, I went straight to the movies, watched the newest Hunger Games movie with one of my best friends, and it was a blast. So that definitely, I'm very glad that we ended up going. It was very spontaneous where we ended up going to that movie um and watching that. I do recommend, if anybody of y'all like fantasy movies, or you watched the whole Hunger Games, or maybe read the books, I do recommend the newest movie. It was very good. So that definitely helped me with, what should I say, um of course the live match reaction I did, I got everything out of my chest, but my head was definitely hot still after. But I was able to just watch a movie and just completely forget about Manchester United for almost 3 hours, which was lovely. Big up Retro will be doing well. Will play Bruno at 9 and Varane at center back with Maguire. The thing is, though, will he? Because Varane still hasn't got. Yo, in the last game, he brought in Johnny Evans ahead of Varane. He's done that a few times now, where he's not bringing on Varane. Varane is, I think it's that's ship has sailed. Big up to N S Sports TV. Hope you're doing well. Big up, big up. Reddit says get black part from Oreo cookies, not cream. Get black part from Oreo cookies, not cream. Huh. I didn't really get that. Huh. This will sound crazy, but I think Man United are going to beat Bayern Munich. The thing is, though, somebody else said that as well. To be honest, I don't even think that's a crazy thing to say. I don't think it's crazy. I just, to those of you who tuned in, um, yeah, hey, I didn't get the analogy, but we'll move on. We'll move on. Regardless, this will sound crazy, but I think, to those of you who came in, my prediction will be basically 4-2. To those of you who just tuned in, that's 4-2. To Bayern Munich, by the way. I don't think we'll win. I predicted that we would win before this weekend, but now I've changed my mind. I will hope I'm wrong. I hope I can be like, you know what, guys, I was wrong. I want them to prove me wrong. I don't want to predict that we're going to lose. I hate doing that. I hate doing that. But I just can't sit there and say that we're going to win with chest like that. You know? And I got chest. But still, you know, will you take Ole for director of football in some time? Hell no. Let Ole live as that footballing icon legend that he is, cult hero. But we can't have him be a part of the board. We can't do that. Director of football, when he didn't have much, you know, the experience of leading a big club as the manager, you think he's going to be a director of football? That's not happening. Yeah. I mean, there's no middle way, qualify or don't qualify. I hear what you're saying. Okay. Man, I will get destroyed. Bayern will win 3-1. I hope we end 2-1. Yeah, I said, yeah, you never know. Toss some Amrabat. Can he get better for you? Yeah, I think so. Whether or not he will, that's another question. Big up, Koala. We're doing well. Since big up, Soviet. Do you see any point of ascendancy, or are we sinking in quicksand? Koala, if you did see my last match reaction, I did say, I don't know. I think there's no hope left. This is Week of Hell Part 1 tomorrow, Part 2 on Sunday. After this week, then I probably will be sacked. I have to be honest. Probably. Because I don't see this changing. I don't see this changing at all. At all. At all. Ravi, I would recommend go a little bit backwards. I did say who was out in terms of all the team news, but just rewind a little bit earlier, or watch back. Um, yeah, Koala, I feel bad. I feel bad, but I have to be honest. Yeah, guys, I think we're gonna end it by that. Just a quick 40-ish minute type of match reaction. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. Man United, I know. Okay, I know I said 4-2. I know I said that we are going to lose 4-2. But anyhow, I don't know what it is, but for some odd reason, I can envision and I can almost see. Okay, so let me quickly. What I'm seeing is envisioning is game has finished and we won 2-1, and then suddenly we hear that FC Copenhagen and Galatasaray drew their game. And then there's scenes, Manchester United, they're through to the round of 16. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I can see Scott McTominay in one of these visions. It might be in That's So Raven. It's a future I can see. That's so Raven. It's so mysterious to me. Yeah, I don't know. Am I having a That's So Raven vision? Because I can fully see it. Scott McTominay right there with some of the others. Bruno. Da 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 da. Pew. Manchester United. I don't know why. That's Sofia. That's Sofia. I don't know. I don't know why. I still am predicting 4-2, but there's some part of me that says if it will be such a Manchester United thing to be able to do like a comeback like that. But then again, it will also be a Manchester United thing to completely screw it up and finish bottom or go straight to the Europa League. That will also be a part of Man United as well. At as we've been such a shambles the last 10 years. So you never know. But regardless, I digress. I will, of course, be back again tomorrow live, 10 p.m. UK time, to then talk about, react to this game. Will we be out of the Champions League? Potentially, potentially, probably, most likely, we'll be out. Will we then go to the Europa League? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you guys like this video if you haven't, on the way out, and subscribe as well. Still on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? Feel free to join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Sofie's out. Bye bye.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.